Debt instruments are grouped to broadly mirror data availability and the level of statistical development in countries. In particular, D1 is defined as the sum of debt securities and loans. This is a useful and relatively simple sub-indicator of public sector debt for which data are usually readily available for at least the budgetary central government. Debt securities are the most marketable debt instruments and the primary instruments used by countries with access to a developed financial market. By definition, loans are less marketable debt instruments. For countries with underdeveloped or constrained financial markets, loans tend to be the major share of their debt instrument portfolio. Loans may be viewed as substitutes for debt securities, and for that reason, both are grouped together as D1. In practice, debt securities and loans are often the only two debt instruments reported in public sector debt data. D2 equals D1 plus special drawing rights, or SDRs, and currency and deposits. D3 equals D2 plus other accounts payable. Other accounts payable is a non-marketable debt instrument that can be of significant magnitude, especially in times of financial distress. Often, countries incorrectly exclude this instrument in the analysis of public sector debt, despite the fact that it meets the definition of debt. D4 covers all 6 debt instruments. Differentiating between D3 and D4 is partially motivated by the fact that many countries do not publish data on insurance, pension, and standardized guarantee schemes, because such data are not readily available or do not exist. For example, data on liabilities and financial assets relating to insurance and pension entitlements should be based on complex actuarial estimates. Nonetheless, public sector pension plans often represent a significant portion of public sector debt, specifically non-autonomous, unfunded government employee pension plans or pay-as-you-go plans. Therefore, countries should employ additional efforts to obtain estimates of these debt liabilities if they exist. This simple nomenclature of D1, D2, D3, and D4 is useful in several respects, such as understanding apparent discrepancies among different sets of public sector debt statistics due to different instrument coverage, and increasing the awareness of potential fiscal risks hidden in debt instruments or debt structures. For purposes of analysis and international comparison, a user of public sector debt statistics should always be able to tell what the instrument coverage of the data is. Therefore, one should always indicate the instrument coverage using D1, D2, D3, or D4 as appropriate.